In this video, I just wanted to go over two more examples with you guys. That way it was very clear and able to help you guys on today's assignment located in your assignments tab. Okay, so first one I want to go through is -2 absolute value 5x minus 1 minus 3 equals -11. Now, if you remember the concept with these absolute value equations is that you need to isolate or get the absolute value bars by themselves, and then you're allowed to split them up into two possible scenarios, right? A positive case and a negative case. So almost like 90% of the time, you will get two different answers for these kind of questions with absolute value bars. In order to do that, these bars have to be alone. So there's two things you have to actually get rid of before you move on. You have to get rid of this -3, and you have to get rid of this -2. Okay. Now to get rid of the -3, that one's pretty easy, right? It's subtracting 3. So the opposite of that would be to add it to the other side. So let's go ahead and do that. So +3 on the left and +3 on the right. Again, if you need it, you can draw that line down where the equal sign is. Okay, so leftovers. We still have that -2 absolute value, 5x minus 1 equals, and now -8 plus 3 gives you, -11 plus 3 gives you -8. Okay. Now I have to get rid of that -2. Now, in the past, when we've had this, you could take this -2 and distribute it, but that's when we had parentheses. These are absolute value bars. I can't distribute into the absolute value bars. So I have to get rid of it a different way. Now, technically, this -2 is being multiplied by, into the 5x minus 1. Okay, they're not going to write it in there, but there should be like a kind of that invisible multiplication symbol. So to get rid of that -2, we can't distribute it, but we can do the opposite, and we can do divide by -2. Whatever do to one side, do to both. Okay, so the -2's cancel on the left, leaving just absolute value of 5x minus 1. On the right side, the negatives cancel. 8 divided by 2 gives you 4. Okay, this is the goal. You want to get those bars by themselves like we have now. Okay, because now that they have them isolated, now we can split into our two different scenarios, right? One possibility is you don't change a thing, you just keep the positive case. So it'd be 5x minus 1 equals 4. And then the other possibility is your negative case, where you take the left-hand side and apply a negative to it. So we get 5x minus 1 equals -4. Okay, again, the only change is this negative right here. That's the only piece that's different. Now we solve those two equations separately, and we get our two answers, and then we're done. So go ahead and do the blue one. So this is a two-step equation. Hopefully most people are comfortable with these at this point. So let's go and get rid of that 1. It's a -1, so let's do the inverse and add. Okay, we have a 0 pair there. We're left with 5x is equal to 4 plus 1, which is 5. And last but not least, you can get rid of that 5 by dividing. So one of our answers is x is equal to 1. So that's only half, right? We have to do the other one as well. Okay, so over here, the steps are going to be the same. Okay, so let's get rid of that 1 by adding. Okay, we have leftovers of 5x, -4 plus 1, -3. And then again, get rid of that 5 by dividing. 5's cancel. Now in this case, it doesn't work out nicely, so you can leave it as a fraction. Okay, and those are our two answers. So again, the way you approach these questions is you have to get the absolute value bars by themselves before you can do anything else, right? So the goal, again, is to get to this scenario, right? Where the bars are by themselves That way you can split them up into your two different cases. Okay. All right, I do want you guys to try one on your own. Okay, so go ahead and write down the next one. Let's go with 4 absolute value 2x plus 7 plus 4 equals 20. Okay, and once you've written it down, go ahead and pause the video, try it on your own, and then you can always press play to check your answer. All right, I'm gonna go through it pretty quick because hopefully you've already tried it. So first step would be to get those bars alone. So I have to get rid of both of those 4's. Okay, that plus 4 is easy. We can just subtract it to the other side. And then the other 4 is also pretty easy. You can get rid of it through division. Okay, now we're in the scenario where we can split it up into our two different possibilities. Okay, so one possibility. Okay, and again, I'm going through it pretty quick because hopefully you should have already tried it on your own. You're just kind of checking your work at this point. And then your other possibility, the only thing you change is you change that 4 to be a negative. So 2x plus 7 equals negative 4. And then solve this equation. All right, so if you did it correctly, both of your answers should have been fractions. One was negative 3 over 2, and the other one was negative 11 over 2. Okay? All right, so at this point, go ahead and go into your assignments tab and try the questions that are posted in there.